So for so long, price has been pushing downwards. You can see we've been in a consistent downtrend for a very long time, and currently the market has touched a key level. Right, this is a key support zone. Price has come to bounce on this zone. So we're just going to confirm if this zone is going to work. Right, how do we confirm if this zone is going to hold price? How do we confirm if this zone is going to hold price? So you can see that previously there was a reversal at this level. This is the boom 1000 index market here, and I'm just trying to show you guys how you can easily come up with entries that will catch spikes in this market. So having seen that price has come to a key level, remember it was a trending market, it was a downtrend. Price has consistently been pushing downwards for the longest, and then eventually price has come to this support and could not break the support. Right, price could not break the support. Now the other low before this one was all the way back here, right? So you can see that price eventually broke that level and formed a new low here. Price formed a new low here, and then now price has come back to this new low, but has not been able to break that level and continue downwards. So the market is now moving to the upside, which means buyers are dominant. In the last 3 days, this is the daily time frame, buyers have been consistently pushing price to the upside. Now, how do I find buying opportunities in a market like this? It's been a downtrend for a while, like I said, but now price is currently bouncing off of this support region. We all know what support does. We all know that whenever price hits support, it goes back to the upside. Whenever price hits resistance, it goes back to the downside. So how do we know if this support is going to hold price? First of all, use the trend line and see what happened around that level. You can see that there was a trend to that zone where the price is right now, and price hit that zone and is bouncing back up from there. I don't trust that trend line, so I'm just going to take it out. So let's go to a lower time frame. We're going to the 4 hours time frame now, and what I want to see is, right, I missed this guy. I want to see that price breaks a new high. Okay, so this was the first high that price broke from, and it's not enough for me to just jump in. Sorry about this. It's not enough for me to just jump into the market just because I've seen that price has broken this high. Now I'm going to wait for price to break a new high, which is this one. Let me just place this other guy there. Oops, not going to keep that. I wish I'm using my computer for this, so to be clearer. So I'm just going to wait for price to do this. I'm going to wait for price to come to that level and break that level, right? If price should break that level, I'm going to wait for price to retest that level. But if you notice something, immediately after that high, there is another high that is just close by, and that is obviously the strongest level that price dropped from, right? That was the strongest swing high before price continued in the previous direction, which was the downtrend. So immediately after price breaks this first high, we are just a few candlesticks away from the new high. So for you to have good entries, right, trading requires a lot of patience, right? So this is one of the reasons why you have to be a very patient person to succeed in trading. Now remember, this market has been in a downward direction. Yeah, the overall direction of this market has been downwards, right? That means we are supposed to be selling. Okay, now these swing highs I just pointed out, these are strong resistance zones, right? Supply regions where price usually goes back down from. All right, so if price gets to those levels, there's a possibility of a reversal, a complete reversal, and then price going back to the initial direction, which was the downwards direction. So why do I want to wait for price to break out from these two places? It's because of that one fact that these are strong reversal points for the market. These are where sellers have more strength. These are where sellers are likely to take over the market and push price to the downside. So if the overall direction of this market is downwards and I'm seeing a clear supply zone, right? I'm seeing a clear supply zone or clear resistance zone. I don't want to be trading. I don't want to jump in and just start trading on anywhere close to those areas, right? I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to wait to see that buyers actually take over the market. So how is that going to happen? How do I make sure of that? I want to see that price completely breaks out from those two zones, and then when price comes back into that region, then I might be looking for buying opportunities at that place. So I'm just gonna wait for price to break those regions, come back to retest those zones, and then I'll be looking out for bullish structures at that level, right? I'll be looking out for bullish patterns, bullish candlesticks, bullish chart patterns. It can be the double bottom, it can be the head and shoulder, the reverse head and shoulder, and any other pattern. It can be the bullish engulfing candlestick. Once I see that there is a closing price at that level and then it is bullish, and then I probably see a bullish engulfing candlestick at that zone, that is what would give me the confirmation that price has successfully changed direction. Okay, so that is when I will start looking for buying opportunities to catch spikes. If you're in my Telegram group, I will be dropping this analysis in the group. If you are not there, make sure you join. Find the link in the description of this video and join, so that you can follow up yourself and also be able to be part of this trade if at all we are going to be taking it. All right, now if price gets to these levels that I just pointed out, the resistance zones, right? The first high, swing high, and the second swing high, which was the most obvious swing high. If price gets to either of those zones, and then see what we have here, and then instead of a bullish momentum, we are seeing a bearish engulfing candlestick, just like this one. All right, just like what we have here, just like this one. Then that is the market signaling that sellers are going to take over, right? So if price gets to this level, and then it doesn't break out completely, instead it starts forming bearish structures. Let's say there is a change of character to the downside, and then price closes bearish, then I should be looking for selling opportunities. Why? Because the overall direction of this market has been downwards for the longest, right? It has been downwards. So if sellers show sign of strength around these regions, then I'll be looking to sell. That means I'll be scalping the market and taking some candlesticks from the market instead of looking for spikes, right? So it's that simple to catch to trade the boom and crash spikes. It's that simple to also scalp the boom and crash market. So now I stopped this here because price has not gotten to those areas where I'm targeting. But if you notice on a lower time frame, you can see that there is a new high. Everything that I explained on the high time frames is what I do throughout my analysis till I get to the level where I'm taking my entry. So you can see that there's a new high here, which price is at currently. Price is at that high currently, is at that level currently. So the 1 hour candlestick has closed. The previous one closed with a strong bullish candlestick there, which signals that price might break that level. Okay, now I'm going to wait for price to break that level successfully. if price should successfully break out from that level, I'm going to wait for the same thing that I explained earlier to play out. Right? I'm going to wait for price to break out and then come back into that level. All right. If price does not break that level as it is right now, and then the market probably pushes back downwards, I'll be looking to find opportunities around this zone, around this support zone here. Okay. Now, either price will come and bounce back up from that support zone, or price will break that support and give price will break that level, that low there, and then you will see new signals. That means you'll be looking out for selling opportunities at that point. If price successfully breaks that level, then I'll be looking to sell. Remember, the direction of this market is downwards. So if price should come to that level and then break that level, then you'll be seeing a double top at that zone, right? So all I will need to see is for price to go back into the neckline of that double top and then give me another selling confirmation, and then I'll probably short the market from there. But if any of this does not happen, then I'll simply wait patiently to see my initial setup play out. Okay, it's as simple as that. If you have questions, reach out to me. I'll drop my WhatsApp number in the description of this video, and then I'll also leave our free Telegram group so that you can join up and be a part of what we have there. All right, if you take my trades for 1 month and you don't testify, then you should come back and ask me why. So I'll see you guys in the next video.